listen, don't mention the war. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it all right.
Hi, today I'll be reviewing Fawlty Towers, the complete remastered version, which came out in 2009. This is the box set from the BBC, and it's different from a previous release in that it's mostly all card. So you get a sleeve with it, like you did I think the older version. What's changed is you now have these kind of opening things, whereas you had one plastic box that held about 3 DVDs or something in it. And it's got all this new artwork and a lot more cleaner looking type of episodes and things like this. A little leaflet with the history of Fawlty Towers, and you've got artwork underneath all these discs here as well now. So that is pretty damn nice. They have the actual Torquay hotel sort of redone in kind of the style of Archer. If anyone watches that show, Archer looks a bit like that. You have Fawlty Towers Remastered there. It's pretty really nice looking. So what you get with this is exclusive commentaries from John Cleese, 2009 extended interviews, exclusive one with Connie Booth, accompanying booklet, which is in that there, interviews with John Cleese, Prunella and Andrew Sachs. Series 1 director commentary by John Howard Davies, Series 2 director's commentary by Bob Spiers, artist profiles, outtakes, Torquay Tourist guide, short documentary film, cheap Tatty review, and an audio description and navigation guide. It's region 2 and 4, PAL UK, English, the main soundtrack, subtitles, English, German, French and Dutch, and an audio navigation for feature episodes only. So what is Fawlty Towers about? Well, the main premise of the show is set in a small kind of hotel in Torquay, where the manager and his wife, the manager's called Basil Fawlty, and his wife's a kind of bit of a prude, but he interacts with his, the people who live in the hotel and come to stay in the hotel, his guests essentially. He interacts with his guests, and he can be quite rude to them. He's quite sarcastic, and this is where the whole kind of premise of the show derives from, the goings on in the hotel and the kind of randomness and mad things that begin to happen from the different type of guests that he have. When he doesn't think they're suitable for the hotel, he'll treat them like crap, and when he thinks they're a lord, he'll treat them super well and go out of his way. So it kind of plays off the class systems in England, we'll say, and the Isles. So it's very good. Plus, you throw in things like you have Manuel played by Andrew Sachs, and he's the idiot assistant basically that undermines Basil at every turn, and general staff that just kind of don't understand what he wants or can't keep with pace of his changing moods or whatever. And his wife, of course, he's always trying to make sure that she doesn't find out what he's up to or whatever. If you're just of that new generation that isn't impressed by old people comedy, then that's okay, you can move on. There's other things to watch, but take it from me, this is very, 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 very good. Highlight for me, episode wise, is an episode called The Kipper and the Corpse. One of my favourite episodes on Fawlty Towers. It's probably perfect half-hour piece of television in terms of comedic pace and things like this. So to sum it up, there's 2 seasons. It leaves on a high note, leaves you wanting more. Typical trait with British comedy, and with things like Father Ted in Ireland as well, leaves you wanting more. Unlike American comedy, which can go on for 10 or 12 seasons and doesn't know when it's had its heyday, you know, this does the job. It's on Netflix right now if you want to watch it as well to try it out. They put it on recently enough. So give it a shot. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.